Hello, tarot lovers. This is Mervat from the Egyptian Mystic. Welcome back to my channel. Join me today on this very interesting video for me. It's about my top 10 intuitive decks. And I do read intuitively when I feel emotionally overwhelmed or I need to get to the bottom of something that's disturbing me. And I chose today 10 decks. Well, 12 decks. I could not make them less than that. I chose these decks because they just pull you in, the images pull you in and force you to read intuitively. And I will show them to you, but they are not in particular order. My last top 3 are at the end of the video, and I try to pick mass market decks, but there are a couple of indie decks. This is the first deck, which is not number 1, and it's not, as I said, in any particular order. It's the Chiemonette Tarot. This is an independent deck that came out a couple of years ago, and I do love this deck so much. It comes with this small guidebook, and it is a deck that is very special, and it is really, I don't know if it's still available or not. These are the backs. Even the backs and these aliens, these figures are really interesting. The colors, most of the deck are in this blue hues, and this is the only card that's in black and white, which is the Fool. And just by looking at the images, it really attracts you, and it forces you to dive deep and look at the images, and it takes you to like a meditative mood. Like many images are not Rider-Waite-Smith. It is inspired by Rider-Waite-Smith, but it doesn't follow the system. They are different, and I do love these type of decks because look at this beautiful hermit. It's the time. And many other cards. I will show you the difference, and then look at this one. It's watercolors, but you have to look closely to recognize the meaning, and you will get the message immediately. Like this is number 11, fortitude. You see here, these, it's like eyes. This is like a horse or what, and I mean it is very flowy. It is not like any other deck. It's so pretty. It's so powerful. It has a strong energy that really attracts you. Look at this beautiful death card. I mean, it's called you see this lady, the way she carries her child. Many cards, I mean, name it, all the cards are like this. If it's minors or majors, all the cards are so dreamy, so attractive, and like many cards. Look at this star card and the moon and the sun. It is a beautiful, really deck, adorable. And I saw some of the channels that I follow talk about this particular deck because it is very powerful. It has personality. It's different. I love this 7 of staves, which is the 7 of. I like the way she's moving to you know, like trying to face these staves. And this is the 8. Each and every card is different. And this is the 9, the 10. And then it has one of the most beautiful characters, court cards. Look at this. Princess of again, my phone. This is the Princess of Staves. And this is the Prince. And I love this Queen of Staves. I mean, look at her ears, the look in her eyes, the way she's in deep thought. But I do feel that this lady is more the Queen of Swords than the Queen of Wands. So intuitively, it gives me the energy of the Queen of Swords much more. And that's what I mean about this deck. This deck forces you, the images, to use your intuition. Even if you try to follow the system, you will get distracted. You will find some cards that don't follow the system, and that's what I do love about this particular deck. Look at this. This is the, as I told you, the court cards are so special, and this is the Queen of Swords. I love her. I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups. I do love her with her flowy hair and her beautiful eyes, and I mean, she's so nice, and so on. And look at this Two of Swords. Very beautiful. Three of Swords. Like she's walking on these. I mean, I can't say enough about this. And this is the Five of Swords. It is different. It is not exactly the Five of Swords we are used to. This is the 6 and the 7. It is really a very different deck. And the 8 of Swords. And you see the person is here. It's lovely. It is a beautiful deck. And again, the court cards, the beautiful court cards. Look at this Queen of Swords. Oh my God, she's so pretty, and the expressions on her eyes, her hair, everything about her. So this is one of the beautiful decks, the Chiemonette Tarot, and I'm so happy that I have it. And I love this deck so much. And again, look at this Nine of Discs. It is completely different, as I told you, and I really want you to have a look at the court cards. So that was my first deck, and which is the Chiemonette Tarot. It's a beautiful deck that I have to read intuitively. And then my second deck is this beautiful deck, the Tarot of the Sidhe. This is a mass market deck by Emily Carding, and she is really one of those geniuses, because this deck is very, very special and liked by many people. I always see it on many channels because it's really such a good deck. The guidebook is very, very good. And the cards are just stunning with the colors and everything. Look at this beautiful back. This is the glyph that you will see it in many of the cards. And I edged it in black. I use it a lot. This Fool is one of my favorite fools, and it makes me see myself in this particular card, because you see the colors are as bright as possible, and you see his left leg is straight and this leg is skewed. So it means that part of him he is not completely aligned. He just rushes without thinking, and that's, if you look at each and every card, you will see that it is completely special. Like this one, this beautiful, he has the wings of the air element, the tree, his hair is the pentacles, the earth energy, the tail, the water energy, and he has the fire in his hands. And look at the landscape in behind. I mean, all of the cards are like this. This is the High Priestess, the great, beautiful Empress, you see, and her hair is like this. So all the cards are so special and beautiful. And this Chariot is one of my favorite, and also look at this Justice card, how she's balanced. One of her legs are turning to the moon, and this is the sun. So it is, I mean, it is so cleverly done. It is a powerful deck, and I really highly recommend it. It's just a stunning deck. And I don't want to talk a lot about each card because I still have many cards to go. Look at this Devil, and this is the Tower that I wanted to show you because it is my favorite Tower card. You see, it's as if you are showing yourself for the first time. That's how you are breaking the image, and what's inside is getting out. So it's revelation. It is I don't know. You see things clearly for the first time. And this is the beautiful star. Look at her. So I don't want to talk a lot about this particular deck because all the cards are just stunning, and each card is different, and the warriors are the fire is the suit of fire, I'm sorry, is the warrior. And as you see, this is the beautiful Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. And then the cups, the dancer is the suit of the cups, you see. It is just stunning. I mean, and it is still available in Amazon. So really, I really highly recommend this deck. It's one of the best decks that has been done. And that is the Tarot of the She. I don't want to spend all the time talking about this deck because look at this Queen of Swords. Just have a look at her. Gift of Reason. Also the keywords at the bottom are very helpful. Gift of Liberty. You see all the thoughts are flowing like this, and so on. So this is the Tarot of the She. This is really a great, intuitive and accurate deck. One of the best decks that came out. And then another deck is this beautiful deck, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by Catherine Wells Stein. This is a great deck, really, and it is so accurate and so powerful. It is just one of those beautiful decks. And although I'm not a fan of collage, but this deck is an exception. Each card has something new. Each card has a new idea. Look at the Tower here. And look at this Justice card. Look at how she's weighed the scales and everything. The Hanged Man. And this is the Death card. So this is one of those decks that I love so much. This is the Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit, look at her, how she's here, and the water and the ships around her. She's on like a lighthouse. I mean, it's just adorable. I love this Strength card, this Chariot so much, because she's, the Chariot is a snail. So the contradiction between going fast and being forceful and the snail, and so on. So this is a very powerful and beautiful deck. This Emperor, I love how he's manipulating all the people and so on, and he's so large compared to them. I mean, every card is well thought of. Every card is special. Every card is special and really adorable. This is the Star. It can be read intuitively. It can be read, look at this Sun card. You're looking with your right eye. And this one, so on. I can talk about this card, this deck forever. And this for me is the best collage deck and one of the most powerful decks that came out. And for me, if I'm talking about the decks of the decade, then I will say that this is one of them. It's a very good, genius deck. It's a great deck. So this is one of the decks that I told you should be read intuitively. I read intuitively. I turn to when I feel that I need answers. You get immersed in the pictures and the colors and everything. Each and every card is a masterpiece. Really, look at this. Ace of Swords, she's holding the key, and look at her and this one, Two of Swords. And I mean, every card is something. One of the best decks, really. Look at this. Look at this Nine of Swords. The eyes on her body, all of them. I mean, and look at this one. Wow, yeah, I mean, she's a genius. Queen of Swords. And this is the King of Swords. The lights of truth everywhere. And this is, I mean, look at this one. Two of Pentacles. So this deck is just a genius. And it's a mass market. Quality is perfect. A great deck, Tarot of the Mystical Moments. So that was my third deck. And the next deck, which I read intuitively, is let me show you this new deck to my collection. This is the Mystical Dream Tarot, and this is a great deck that could be read intuitively. The guidebook is inside. It's a very nice guidebook. The cards, as you see, these are the backs. I edged it in this blue-gray, and this is a very unique deck. A very new deck to my collection. The artwork is stunning, and the images is great. The colors, the color palette, and the cards are different. It doesn't follow the Rider-Waite system. It's different in every way, and I just feel attracted to this deck so much. I can't read it. I try to ignore the titles because many cards don't fit. It forces you to read intuitively. This deck is a forceful, powerful deck that you can, you must read intuitively. The images are so beautiful and so different. Look at this. And you see movement in the cards. The water, there are waves here. The house is falling, the moon, the star, the wind. You see, I see movement in the cards like this. The water is not still. So it has a very powerful energy. It has movement. This deck is so unique, and I don't see it on many channels. I didn't see it at all, actually. And I don't recommend it for beginners because it is really a very powerful deck. It should be read intuitively, and it's completely different. Like, look at this Seven of Wands. We see the house, a mansion, and then look at the winds. You see the two eyes like this, like someone is looking at and threatening the peacefulness of this mansion. So that is the Seven of Wands. So it is another completely different meaning, and so on. Each and every card tells a story, and the artwork is stunning. This is the Lord Ganesha, and this is the Ace of Cups, and so on. It is completely different, and it forces you to read intuitively. Look at this one, the Six of Cups. She's looking at the mirror, and is she seeing her image or not her image? Is she remembering something or not? It is very forceful and powerful. And this is the Eight of Cups, the shark. I wanted to show you the cards, all of these cards, because this is a deck that you won't see a lot, and you might like to buy it. If you are a beginner and you want to learn how to read intuitively, you can get this deck. The book is very good, and it will really teach you how to learn intuitively. And this is a deck that should be, you can't pull many cards, you just get one card or two cards. So it is a beautiful deck, and it is mass market. I got it from Amazon. I think it's still available. A beautiful, beautiful deck. That is look at this one. That is the Mystical Dreamer Tarot, and these are the backs. Look at the colors of the deck. Amazing, amazing. And then my next deck that I want to show you is this one. This is an indie deck. It's the Johanna Jaus deck, and this deck is so beautiful. This is the combo deck, the jumbo size, which is so large. This deck is so beautiful and so powerful. The colors are gorgeous, and it is not a Rider-Waite Smith. This is also one of those decks that force you to read intuitively. The artwork is stunning. It's just so beautiful, and I love the color palette that she uses. It's only 4 colors or something, and each card is different. So it is a very powerful, beautiful, intuitive deck. And there are different sizes. Each edition, this is the 6th edition, each edition is different. The 5th I have also, but the color palette is completely different. But this is the best, one of the best decks that I have. I love it so much, and it really attracts me so much when I start reading with this deck. I tried actually to read with it with like the system, Rider-Waite system, but this is a deck that forces you to read intuitively, because this is an 8 of Wands, which is very similar. This is a 9 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is similar, but some cards are completely different, and the court cards are so unique. The colors are so beautiful. This is the lovely, lovely deck. I love it so much, and I highly recommend it. Look at this 5 of Cups with the petals falling and so on. So I love this deck so much, and I turn to it always when I need to think or to like dream. I mean, not for quick readings. This, I pull a card and look at it and see what I feel, and then I pull another one and so on. So this is a very beautiful deck, the Johanna Jaus deck. Look at this beautiful, lovely, 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 lovely card. And this one, this is the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, or the 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and so on. This is the Queen, and this is the King. It is just adorable. I mean, it is a beautiful. I hope the camera is showing you the cards. It is a stunning deck, and so on. Let's move on. I have to be quicker because we still have a couple of decks to show. This is one of those also independent decks. It's not just, let me try to adjust the camera. This is one of those intuitive decks that is so good, the Symbolon Tarot. This is a deck that a very unique one, and I don't see at all. It has this guidebook which is so difficult to read, and it doesn't fit exactly and gives you the exact meanings because the cards are so powerful. It's a deck. It says that it is a tarot, but it is not a tarot. It's like an oracle. It's full of images and astrological correspondences, and it is a very, very intuitive deck, especially when talking about relationships. So this is a deck that really is a beautiful, beautiful deck, which is used like an oracle or for clarifying or anything. You can pull one card or two, and you see all the signs of the astrology here. And if you are wondering about a relationship, you can pull one of the cards and see the chemistry or the, you know, the mechanism between the people that are in the relationship and so on. So this is a very, very intuitive deck. I turn to many times, and I want to do a special reading about this particular deck because it is such a powerful deck and underrated, and I highly recommend this deck if you love astrology. It is like this card is the combination between the sun and moon. This is a card that shows a good and a powerful relationship. And this one, this is the Pisces, this is the sign of the Capricorn, and you see the signs here. You see here, this is Saturn. You see she's having a difficult time, she think, and so on. So this is a beautiful, beautiful deck, the Symbolon Tarot. And look at this, a great deck, and it is so beautiful, the images, and I love this gold ink. And you see, it's so beautiful, really. Love it. I love it so much, and so on. Like this one, I told you. Many cards are so stunning, especially with relationships. As I told you, this is the Fool. and this is the Gemini sign, the Taurus, and so on. So this is a great intuitive deck, the Symbolon Tarot. And you see these are the backs, gold ink. I edged it in gold, and they are stunning. This is a deck that is very, very powerful and should be read intuitively. And then I have this deck, the Chrysalis Tarot, which is also a very well-known deck, but a very beautiful deck and very special. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. This deck is not a Rider-Waite-Smith. It is a Rider-Waite-Smith, but it is completely different, and it has very powerful images. And this is a deck that should be read intuitively because some cards are very different. And like here, this is Kali the Tower and so on. It's so beautiful, and especially the minors. The minors are very special and very intuitive, really. And also the measures, the court cards are just stunning and very different. So this is also another one that this is the Seven of Mirrors, the Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups. Each card is different. This is the Suit of Swords, and like one of these cards that I love so much is the Seven of Swords. Look at him, where he's standing on this closed door and he wants to open it, so he needs to think, and so on. So this is another deck. I'm trying to go a little bit faster, that I read intuitively. And this is Margaret Peterson deck, which is a very new deck to my collection. I couldn't get the English version, so I got the German. This is a deck that you must read intuitively because the artwork is out of the world. It's so dreamy. It's so beautiful. It's stunning. It's all watercolors, and I love this deck. You can get immersed in the images for a very long time. Each card is different. Each card tells a story. The colors are stunning. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck that really must be read intuitively. And I highly recommend it. You can get it from Amazon. And I love this deck so much. Beautiful deck, Margaret Peterson. And now we come to my top 3. The end of my video. My top 3 decks that are my best decks that I read intuitively with. They are 4 now. So I'm cheating, and I will show you this Lili Black Tarot. This is an indie deck that I love so much. It is a beautiful deck. Look at these backs, and it is just stunning. All the cards are watercolor, as you see, and it is completely different. Look at it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith, but it is a stunning deck. The artwork is just, look at this Empress, the flowers on her head, and her image, the Emperor, and this is the Hierophant. This is the Lover's card, and this is the Chariot. You see only the horse and the hand. Look at this Justice card, and this is the Hermit. You just see the lamp here. This deck is one of my top 10 decks of all times, and look at the Strength card, and so on. I can talk about this deck forever. This is the Temperance card. Look at her hugging the tree, and it is a stunning deck. This is the Devil. Look at it. And this is the Tower. It is a beautiful deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous. An indie deck. And there is the Lily White, which I like also, but I do prefer the Lily Black, and so on. So this is a beautiful intuitive deck that I always look at the court cards. So this is the Page, and this is the Queen, and this is the King. Number 3, 14, 13, and this is 12, the Knight, and this is the Page, and so on. So the cards are so good, really, and I use this deck a lot to read intuitively. So that was one of my top 10. And now I will show you this beautiful deck again. I'm just trying to clear some space. This is the FORHAXA Tarot by MG Colinan. And this is the indie deck, but it is coming out mass market. So really, I highly recommend it. You have to get this deck because it is a stunning deck. It is just stunning. These are the backs, and I edged it in this color. And it is such a beautiful deck. If you talk about the artwork, it's gorgeous. The colors are gorgeous. The images are very nice. And the meanings, look at this. Like, this is the Council of Monarchs. That is the Emperor. Just have a look at the card. And so on. Each card is stunning. The colors, it is so powerful. It is really the best deck, in my opinion, that gives you the witchy or fairy energy. One of the best. I will not say the best, but the cards are just stunning, and I can't help it. Just, you know, a lot of details. You will see many things when you just concentrate on the card, and so on. It's a stunning deck and really adorable. It's one of my favorite of all times, and that's the World. And as you see, all the cards are very beautiful. You have to read it intuitively. Look at it. A lot of things going on the cards that will attract you, and you will find yourself immersed in the images. You will see yourself in this forest. You will see yourself here, and so on. So this is my top 3. One of my top 3 intuitive decks. Look at this one. The Two of Water. Just have a look at the cards. They are looking at each other, the colors, and so on. 3 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Look at this 5 of Cups. Stunning. And this is the 6, and so on. I mean, I can talk about this deck forever. Look at this one, 8 of Water. She's dreaming to leave, and I mean, it's adorable. I just love this deck so much. I can talk about it for years. And look at this. So I really highly recommend this deck so much. And I think I will get also the mass market deck, because I would love to have 2 copies of this deck. And so on. I mean, it is a feast of colors and images, and just, it's a stunning deck. This is the FORHAXA Tarot. This is one of my top 3 decks, top 3 intuitive decks. And I will show you the other 2. This one, my adorable Tarot of the Hidden Realms. Oh, I love this deck. You can't imagine how much I love it. This deck, it is a stunning deck. I'm not a fan of portraits, but this is an exception. Each card is a masterpiece. Every card, the images, the expressions on their faces is just adorable. I love this deck. When I feel depressed or worried, I get this deck out. Look at this Strength card. This is my favorite Strength card of all times. The expression on her face and the look on this wolf's eye, and there is chemistry between these two. There is something going on each of their minds. They are testing each other, and so on. Look at this Hermit, and this Justice card, and this one, and this. Look at her. She's patient, she's dreamy, and so on. His eyes, the Devil. He's so happy that he did really, how do you call it? Impact them, or do something to force them to do something that they don't want to do, and so on. And look at this Star card, this beautiful sun, boy, and the moon. I mean, this deck, I'm sorry about my phone. I got a new phone and I will start filming using it in a couple of days. And this one, look at this 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, Eight of Wands, the determination in her eyes, and so on. So I love this deck so much. This is my best deck that I turn to, and so on. Even the minors also are very powerful. This is the Seven of Cups. He's so dreamy, and you see the stars, the Eight of Cups, and so on. Really, this is a great deck, and it is mass market. You can get it. Now look at this Three of Swords, one of my best Three of Swords. She is holding the roses and she's bleeding. She's unaware, she's sad, but at the same time she has roses in her hand, and so on. I mean, beautiful, beautiful deck. Look at this one. The image, the look in her eyes. So this is my lovely deck that I love. And then we come to this great deck, my last deck, this adorable deck, Tarot of Transformation. This is one of the most powerful decks I have, and it's an out of print deck. These are the backs. I edged it in this violet color, and it is such a great deck. Look at this fool. He's covering his eyes, his hair is flowing, the child is inside, and so on. And then we see the titles: innocent or ignorance, innocence or ignorance. Oh my God, and so on. Look at this. Matter, master of conscious creation. That's the magician. Each card is a masterpiece. Each card draws you in, and it is such a powerful deck. It's called the Tarot of Transformation, and it is a transformative deck because you have to dive and look at the images very carefully. You will always see something somewhere. So this is a deck that I really love so much. This is the Strength. These are the pyramids. She is having the wings of the goddess Mat, the Kundalini energy, and this she's putting. This is a headband that is always worn by Egyptians, and so on. This is the Suspended Man, not in control. The titles also are so powerful. Grieving and letting go. You see, all the things that are bothering you are leaving. And this is the Integrating Polarities. That's the Temperance. It's a perfect deck. And this deck I haven't seen at all because it's such a powerful deck, and it's an out of print deck. I tried, I searched for it for a very long time till I got it from eBay. It has a guidebook, which is very, very helpful. But even without the guidebook, you can read intuitively. Look at this one. Inner Seeing. That's the Six of Wands. You see her image, and I mean, all the cards are so powerful. Opening to angels, and so on. So this is my top three, one of my top three intuitive decks. And you can't help it. You can only read with it intuitively. Look at this. Master of Wands is the King of Wands, and you see the castle here, and this is the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups is the Three of Cups. I don't know if the camera captures the images or not. You see the small dwarfs here, and you see happiness in the image. This is the Untying the Mask is the Four of Cups. You are bored of your life, but you really need to remove the mask that is smiling and show your real face, and so on. All the images are very beautiful. Look at this Six of Cups. They are like playing, and this is the Seven of Cups, the drama queen. I love this image very much. Eight of Cups, human doing, and this is the Nine of Cups. Really beautiful, joyous flow, and so on. All the cards are very beautiful and very special. Master of Cups, and this is the One of Swords, Point of Orientation. It's a lovely, lovely deck, really. Look at this. And here, I just love it. and I haven't seen it on any channel because this is a very hard deck to find. But really, if you are interested and you like it, it's worth finding. I tried to get it from eBay because I kept tracking it for a long time till I got it. It's a second-hand deck, it's not a new one, and I'm so happy with it. I love it so much. So I hope you enjoyed my video. These were the last 3 decks, were my top 3 intuitive decks, and this is the Tarot of Transformation. You see the backs are so beautiful, and it is such a beautiful deck, a beautiful intuitive deck. And I now reached the end of my video. Those were the decks that I wanted to show you. I hope you really enjoyed my video. If you I organized my channel now, and I have several playlists, so if you try to have a look at the channel, you might find something interesting. If you are a newcomer, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification button so that you can receive more of my videos, and thank you so much for watching, and bye.